as a guy. Well, I guess I'm a little older, but I'd get to where I'm really tired like you are now, and I'd be like, man, I don't, because I got a lot of injuries, so I don't want to get hurt. Like tonight, my back's jacked up, so I didn't want to get out there and goof around because I'm afraid I'll hurt it more. So you gotta don't be a dummy. I mean, a lot of you guys that are younger, you're gonna be like, man, I'm all right, I'll work through it. It's like he's not feeling well. He ran and he was out. Does anybody ever run like 4 miles in the cold? It sucks. And then you get that bronchitis and you feel like shit. Well, that's what but he's smart because he's like, you know what, I'm not feeling good. You know, I'm not feeling good. I need to let my body recover. Your body is a machine and it's going to do what your mind tells it to do. Just like the SEALs say, you can push yourself probably like 8 or 10 times more than you think you can.
Yeah, man.
But the problem is what? If you injure yourself and you have an injury, there's a difference between like have a boo-boo and an injury. An injury is like, okay, every time I move my shoulder this way, it shoots pain all the way down to my neck and my hand's numb. That's not good. So you got to, as a fighter, you got to realize, hey, I need to train hard, but also I have to eat good. Like I got to eat, like your mom always says, you got to eat your vegetables. I used to never like freaking vegetables, but I got to force myself to eat them. I actually drink a drink that has nothing but like all this vegetable green crap. It's just so I can get my vegetables because I still really don't like it that much. I force myself to drink it. So you got to eat right, you got to rest. But Josh was smart. He's like, man, you know what? I'm feeling kind of chesty or whatever. I got a headache because I was out there, and he's probably not hydrated. Because like a lot of times if you don't, like if you get, me personally, if I get a headache, I'm not hydrated. So make sure, like, I get that water now free, so you don't have to worry about too much of the 50 cents. But like if my one friend stops bringing it, then I might just say, you know, 25, 50 cents for water or whatever. But right now, don't worry about it. But make sure, like, if you don't have the money to pay, get like Eric's got. Show me your bottle. Roll it to me. Like that, or you can get the big old Gatorade one from Walmart. But by the time you leave the room, you should probably have at least half, if not the whole thing.
That's the good stuff.
Drunk, finished, drank, drunk.
You're gonna be hydrated.
So you want to hydrate because you want, like, if you're in here and you're cramping. I think one of the Cerner brothers was cramping the other day. Was it one of y'all?
Look at that bottle.
So like, if you cramp, that means you're lacking either, like.
The bottle as big as this mat.
Well, everyone's different, but that's real salty, so you're getting the potassium. So you want to take care of your body. So if you have a boo-boo, that's different than an injury. Like if you stub your toe, ow, my toe hurts, yeah, well, you can work past that. You jam your finger, you can work past that. If you can't turn your neck, but this far, you got a problem. So you need to work it out, you know what I mean? You need to figure out. So you ice your joints. You take ibuprofen, which is like a NSAID, what is it? Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. Like ibuprofen is one, aspirin would be one, like Tylenol. You got to watch Tylenol because if you take too much, it'll really hurt you. If like you have a child in the house, a baby, like a little brother or sister, you really don't want Tylenol because if they take too much, they're dead. They can't bring them back. If you overdose on aspirin or you overdose on like Advil, they can get you back, but Tylenol will kill you. So eat right. And that's hard because I'm bad at it too. Because like I like the bad stuff. I like fried shit. I like ice cream. I like all the bad stuff. But I gotta say, look, you know what? Okay, ice cream once a week. Like if I get my wife, me and my wife will maybe have like ice cream on a Saturday, Sunday. I go to the grocery store because she'll take forever. So I get in there and get out. She give me the list. I go in. Okay, but I'll always get some ice cream. That's our treat or whatever. But you want to eat right. You want to take care of your body. If you get an injury, there's like, if you do this long enough, let me tell you, I've had 3 knee surgeries, 1 knee surgery, a shoulder surgery, and a back surgery. So anytime I tweak my back, I really be careful because it's a real scary injury. It paralyzed my foot. So if you get freaking hurt, you're going to get hurt. You are going to get hurt. I guarantee you. But you gotta, if you're hurt, there's a difference. So take care of yourself. Ice, elevate, rice. What is it? Rest, ice, compress, and elevate. So for press would mean to be wrap it up with like something not too tight, but a little tight. But ice is like a wonder thing. Like dumb people that don't know what the hell they're talking about, they're like, well, put a heating pad on. No, not a good thing. Because the ice will reduce the swelling. The heating pad will make it swell more. Now, the ice sucks because it makes you uncomfortable. Don't ice longer than 10 to 15 minutes. But like if you hurt your elbow, if you're dumb and you don't tap, no, I don't really, yeah, I see you doing that. So like, you're like, okay. When you're like, oh, my arm hurts. And then we ice it, and we take the eventually about a week later, you're going to be better. So you probably have to take a week off. So that's why it's so important to do what? Yeah, so if someone gets you, I mean, like, don't go crazy on the taps, because like if you get me on a choke and I'm defending, and I'm uncomfortable, but you're not making me fall asleep and I still can breathe, I really don't need to tap. But if you're extending my arm out and it's starting to hurt or starting to give me a little owie, tap. Because it's better to tap and look, oh, I'm a chump, I'm a loser. Who cares?
He said Bretter.
No one cares but you. 10 years down the road, like I tell my son in his wrestling matches, if you leave, I said, does anybody give a shit? I said, I care because I love you, and I know I want you to be the best guy you can be. But 10 years from now, who's going to know that you won or lost besides you, right? So when you go out there, you go out to a match, you go to a fight, or whatever you guys want to do, it's for you. It's not for anybody else. And you know all that pressure that makes you nervous and scared? Who puts that pressure on you? You. Exactly, you. I'm the worst. I'm like, just like my son. I get so freaking, because you know what I'm worried about? I'm worried about looking dumb or looking like I'm weak or not looking tough or losing because I'm a black belt against a blue belt or whatever.
Making a fool out of yourself.
Yeah, like, but I'm putting that pressure on me. Because like 10 years down the road, do you think Josh is going to remember that? He don't give a shit. So you put pressure on yourself. So just the best way to go to a tournament or like a match or whatever is you go out, look, I'm going to do the best I can. Best I can. I'm going to give it 100%. Because you know, people that say 110, there's no such thing. That's bullshit. 100% is the best you are at that time, giving it all you got. But I always tell my son, which I would tell one of you guys, because to me, you're like my kids now, or my young men.
Mixed culture.
You go out there and you give it 100%, and I want him to remember who you are. I want him to know if I ever have to wrestle. What's your real first name? You black people always ask. What's your mom's first name? Maniqua? No, I'm just teasing. He got mad. He goes, no. Man, don't be talking about I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. So like, but what I'm saying is I want him to remember your name.
Dashiki.
I want him to remember that you put it to his ass. You might have lost, but you gave him a fight. I don't care if you lose. But I want you walking up as a gentleman, shaking hands. Hey man, good fight. You're disappointed, of course, because you want to win. We all want to win. But if you lose, you lose. But if you hang your head and you see the little boys and their dads are kicking, I get excited too. I want you guys to win. I want to, when you're out there, I'm gonna be like, oh, yeah, come on, yeah, because that's how I am. Because you're my guy now. You're my guys, right? So I'm gonna cheer for you like I cheer for my son or my daughter. So you do the best you can. If you lose, if you throw your mouthpiece down like a little bitch, I'm going to pull you off the side and say, don't do that. You're representing me. But really what you're doing is you're representing yourself. Okay? So, you know, you go out there and you want to be this, like I said, you guys, you already have a bad reputation. I'm just being honest with you. It's not a good thing to have. Because if I'm a cop and I'll come over and say, hey, you know, I'm not saying he said nothing because he didn't. Nobody said nothing. But like, if I come up and I'm the cop, hey, do you know this certain? Yeah, boy, he's a troublemaker.
I'm dying.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want that reputation. You want the reputation. Yeah, he's a good kid, man. He'll throw down if he has to, but man, he'll do anything for you. He'll give you the shirt off his back. That's the kind of reputation you want to have, right?